Today, we're going to be making a tech house drop similar to the one in NOIZU, Martin Ikin, and Fast Eddie's tune, Hands Up, coming at you. Yo, it's Thomas Anthony from FinishBetterMusic.com, where we believe great producers aren't born, they're trained. And in this video, I'm going to be recreating a drop similar to the one from tech house badass NOIZU. Now, I've been loving NOIZU's music for a long time now. His tracks seem very simple, yet they pound on the dance floor. He definitely has his dance floor formula down to a T. Today, we're going to go over the arrangement of the original and why it pops off so much, and what kind of sounds they use, and then get into remaking the drop from start to finish. Now, quickly before we jump into the video, if you're having trouble making badass music that sounds powerful, music that stacks up to your favorite artists, and if you'd like help from experienced producers like myself who've released music on Dim Mak, Ministry of Sound, Confessions, just to name a few, to personally guide you step by step to finish high quality electronic music, consider checking out our music mentoring program at FinishBetterMusic.com. We've helped all our students finish music that's gained hundreds of thousands of streams, been supported by artists such as Tiesto, Chami, and Marshmello, and been signed to labels such as Confessions, Monster Cat, and Revealed Recordings. Now, there's a link in the description below. You can check out exactly what the program consists of, what our students have accomplished, how to apply, and some other high quality free resources. One of them being our release ready checklist, and this details the 3 most important things to get right before releasing your music. Okay, let's get into the video. Okay, so let's look at this song, overall, the arrangement of the song. So we have in here, I've kind of just colored these parts, just different colors so we can differentiate things. This isn't the whole song. The whole song's a lot longer than this. It goes quite a bit longer. So it has the final kind of breakdown and build up. But if you look at it, it's basically all the same. This is a club style track, tech house like track, so people know when they go to a tech house show, they know what they are getting themselves into. There's going to be lots of long build-ups. There's going to be some sweet pumping drop action, usually like a bass with some cool stuff over top of it, and it's basically going to build up, breakdown, build up, breakdown, build up, breakdown, drop. So let's just have a listen. So here we start off with and throw your hands up, and throw your hands up, and throw your hands up. Cool, catchy vocal, and throw your hands up. It's very simple, and it keeps people engaged, but it has that vocal element so that people don't disassociate with the song, because songs with no vocals, they really just tend not to do as well. So that, then he has things filtering out. Typical NOIZU drums. Pretty sick. Bump 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 bump. Nothing really much happens here except for the bass, and at the end, cool drum fills. Throw your hands up. So like an arpeggiator thing going on there. And then finally that, and then at this next section, there's just a there's like a little vocal chop that comes in there. And then again, basically the same thing. Then it breaks down again. So dun, 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 dun. So we're gonna make something similar to that. We're really gonna focus on the bass and the drums and the bass and some of those kind of like effects sounds. But great little kind of noise on top there. And again, same thing. Just an alarm thing going on there. Now, a great place to start, obviously, if we're making NOIZU tunes, is the NOIZU pack. I do love the NOIZU pack. I'm a big fan of his drums. I love just these sounds of the drums that he's got going on here. So let's get right into it. We're going to start right over here with the drop. One more thing to note is this is in 9A, which is G minor. G minor is a great key for dance tracks. The G note is a really fat and plump bass note, so the notes, they sound good on computer speakers, and they also sound really good at the club. G, F, and F sharp, probably my favorite keys to produce music in, so that's a really big important thing to note. Again, also 127 BPM. We got to change this up here, 127, get this popping. So it's a very fast song. Typically, what should we call it? Tech house songs aren't that fast. We might even drop it down to 125 just to keep it a little bit more chill. Just keep it more chill. Maybe 126. But let's get into it. So let's listen to these kicks. Now, a good thing to do is reference what kind of kicks he has. Typically, you can go to the end of a song to kind of check that out. But at the end of this song, which actually has like 75 drops in it, you can't really hear what's going on there. So, I like that. Also, I just realized that I'm pretty sure 9A, yeah, 9A is E minor, not G minor. So E is really low, so it has a really nice, like, sexy bass for the clubs. I don't mind that kick. Let's try it out. So let's get it right there. It is a very short kick, which we will be like using with the drums or with the bass, so that's pretty good. So we'll go here, and then we'll just cut off the tail. I want to check out your key. This is in F sharp, so down 3 if we really want to get it in key here. Warp this, bring this down 3. I like that. That sounds good. So boom. Now, I'm going to be running through this really quickly because, again, like I say in all my videos when I'm recreating stuff, this is like the fun part of the track. When you're just jotting down ideas, it's really fun to do this because there's no right, there's no wrong. You're just kind of getting stuff down. Where all the real work comes is when you have to put in that last 60 to 80% of, sorry, you have to put the last 20 to 40% of your of the stuff into the song. So it's mixing it, getting it sounding good, making sure all the elements work together. And that's difficult. Lots of producers have trouble doing that. That's what we teach in our mentoring program. But yeah, another thing I'm going to do is just reference what kind of clap they're using. So it's just like a simple clap. I really like Venge's Essential Deep House, Volume 2. I don't mind that typically. This is a lot of reverb on it, so I'm going to chop this down. Don't know how I feel about this kick or this clap. That one sounds cool. It has a buttload of reverb on it. That's nice. Yeah, I'm not feeling this kick so much. I might actually go into here, into punchy kicks. I also like how these are key labeled. It's got deep kicks. Yeah, I like that. So this is in G, so I got to go down 1. What is it? G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Is it 4? G. 1, 2, 3. Got to go down 3. 1, 2, 3. Oops, got to warp this first. 1, 2, 3. Now that is kind of low, so I might actually keep it in G because G is in the key of E minor. So we got that, we got this, and again, not going to overthink things. Now, a big thing NOIZU does is it's like a double shaker thing. Again, we could go into the NOIZU pack and just look up what kind of drum loops he has. So he basically has something like that. I like this longer one. But I actually don't like using like loops that much for these kind of things. But I do like his individual tones. So we'll go into, where is it? Hi-hats. We want a long. I like those kind of things. Boom. Shaka Khan. Let's loop this. Now we can also go in and look exactly where he's kind of starting his thing. So it's actually going back a little bit. It's not like to put in more in the pocket. We want to just drop it back a little bit, give a little bit of leeway. Sounding pretty tight. Okay. Now, again, also, like, another good thing to do is, if you, whatever packs you kind of have, you can go in and, like, find some cool, like, drum loops. So let's go see if we can find some drum loops in here. Hi-hat loops. Let's see what we got. This is very... I don't mind that. That's not bad. Ooh, that's cool, too. Let's check that out. I don't like that one. Very harsh, but I don't like that one. But this is good for right now. I like the vibe of that. This kick might be a bit too, like, punchy or long as it looks like that. So we'll probably have to shorten that a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. Now, again, this is something else we teach in the mentoring program, is just getting this stuff done fast so that when, because it doesn't really matter. You want to get the song idea down first without spending too much time fiddling, picking the perfect kick sample. You're not going to know what kick to use unless you have the whole kind of song going on. You can't do it in isolation. So then I like to move on to the basses. So I am just going to grab my little minor MIDI notes over here because I have them all kind of pre-made, and we'll move this down to E so everything's in key. Boom. And then let's listen to what's going on in this actual song here. So typically this will start on the... So let's slow this down a little bit so we can see what's going on here. So the first thing, it goes doot doot. So 2 notes in there. Let's go. Let's grab an E in here. Doot doot. Probably oops, so this is probably here. Now I can see that there's like a little gap right there, so that probably means that this one is shorter. So let's probably make that like that. Now I know there's a note right there. Again, it's the same note right here because it again just doesn't end there. But I also know that there is probably a note like right there, because it doesn't actually happen on the kick. It goes da da da. So like, so it actually might be right there, right there. I have no idea yet. And again, like another thing, like right here, da da da. And then probably another one at the end there, like that. Down, down. So something like that. Down, down. And these ones look kind of longer. And I think it's rinse and repeat after that. So I have no idea if this is what the sound is. So let's go in and start I just kind of like to map out the rhythm here first. So let's go grab Necky Nexus. Not a Nexus. Not a Nexus at all. Serum. Where is Serum? There we go.
So this guy hit me up on Tinder last night, and the first thing I did was check out his SoundCloud.
Not another shitty producer.
Yep, you guessed it. His mixes were so unbalanced and weak.
Gross. He probably learned everything on YouTube. Such a turnoff.
Yeah, he had no idea how to compress his drums either.
I just wish more guys knew what they were doing in the studio.
Right? Guys who know exactly how much distortion to use. Oh, it turns me on so much.
I get so wet when a guy can make a song that can keep me interested all the way to the end.
Oh my god, yes, there's nothing hotter than an interesting song and a mix that sounds good on every system.
And basically, yeah, we want to have this go, we want to go to analogs, we want to go to basic shapes, and the first one, we want to kind of have it as this one for oscillator A. Let's listen to what this sounds. Yeah, this is going to be real weird. But now we're going to be working on the bass section, so let's loop this. And yeah, another basic shape, so we'll drop this down 3 octaves, because that's probably... Oh yeah, perfect. That sounds amazing. Let's go with some more basic shapes here. Drop this down 2. This one, we could probably have it like... Oh yeah, that sounds amazing. And then, basically we want to mess with the envelope shape. So we want it to be kind of plucky. So we'll probably give it some sustain. Perfect. And then we want to have a filter on here. So we want to affect AB. And we'll have this go to here. And that sounds kind of weird because it's one... Oh yeah, that's actually correct. That's what we want. Probably dial it back to like 50 or so. But now we want to affect... Boom, 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 boom. This might be actually too low. Now, another thing to note is we got to find out kind of like what the notes are they're playing. So let's look at here. A good way to reference this is to look at the spectrum. So it goes dun 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 dun. So it looks like they're playing it on the G, doot doot, and then it drops down to the E. So that is what we're gonna do. So we'll make all of this. Oops. Bump 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 bump. So let's bring this up to the G. And then I think these two are go down to the E. Make those. Let's listen with our drums. Mess around with this a little bit more. Maybe bring this up here. That's definitely not happening right there. Let's bring this over maybe to here. Nope, that sounds weird. Yeah, it sounds actually like there is a note right here. Yeah, and actually it sounds like there's a note right here too. Is there a note right there? No, there's not. I think that's what it is. There, and obviously we need to put, let's make sure the side chain is dialed in, so I need to put my kickstart on there. Boom. Now he definitely has a lot of like highs coming in there, so he probably mid-side EQ'd it, or not mid-side EQ'd it. He probably EQ'd it, has the side chain just like really ducking on the lows, but on the mids and highs it's not so crazy. So maybe we'll use Ableton. Now another thing that we can also do is put some distortion on here. Tube is good. We'll set it to, we'll give maybe I like this one better. There we go. I like that. And we can mess around with the wavetables too. I actually like that one. But I think this one dials in a little bit better. Now, obviously, we can turn some saturation motherfucking on here. There, and then we could also put on some Camel Crusher on top of that. I mean, just to give it a little bit of bing bang boomy. Let's put a little bit of distortion. Yeah, I think that sounds sweet. Sweet. Maybe we gotta mess with this side chain a little bit more, just to get it dialed in with the kick drum, because I know that if we listen to everything, we really need to dial the kick in with the, and that's why I'm not super digging this kick. Just gonna take a little bit out of there just because it was getting a little bit muddy. There we go. Okay, sick. So that's basically what the bassline is. So let's just duplicate that over. Boom, 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 boom. And then we got here. Boom, boom, boom. So now we got two sections. Got a nice. We can definitely. And this is what I love about the NOIZU pack. In the drum loop section, in the snare section. We just want to get something like that in there, just to, because I just love how they're just straight drums. Like I hate ones that are all like weird. Most of the time, these are gonna sound real solid. So we'll get that to there. We'll bring this to here. We'll go into, oops, just delete that. We'll go into some vengeance samples. Oh. Where are we at here? Fills. short fills. Sick. We'll just take out some of the kick drums because this is we're gonna make this a little bit longer. We'll duplicate this up, so we got this much going on there. Now we got this second section. Take out some stuff over here and put in a little drummy fill. I would really spend the time to get these drum fills dialed in if I was making this track legit. And this is at 128, so we gotta change to 128 and then warp this bad boy. There we go. Take out some of these things. I usually put in different drum bits in there. And now for the effects section. So we'll go and get some cool effects to kind of go on there. All right, now before we move on here into the effects section and the lead section to make it all sound juicy and nice, if you're not satisfied with your music because it just doesn't sound as good as your favorite artist, and maybe you're not confident in the quality of your mix downs and your music just isn't moving forward, you're feeling stuck, maybe it's sitting at like 60% and you just don't know how to get it to that next level, and ultimately, like, you're making music, so you want to feel like happy and fulfilled with the stuff you're doing, not being frustrated and confused. Consider booking a free strategy session with us. So if you go over to FinishBetterMusic.com, you can just click join program, and from there we'll fill out you got to fill out this application form because we don't accept everybody into the program. Fill it out and we'll set up a one-on-one strategy session, and in that session we just like figure out exactly where you want to go with your goals, and then we kind of figure out a plan to get there. And then if you choose to work together with us after that, we can make a decision from there. So yeah, go over to FinishBetterMusic.com. We've helped our students like drastically improve the quality of their music, and it's helping get signed in labels such as like Monster Cat, Confessions, getting support by like Chammy, Tiesto, Marshmello. And some have even gone on to making some dope income mixing and mastering for other people, which is really, really solid. Super proud of these guys. And just don't take our word for it. Like, obviously, go do your due diligence. Go check out the website. Go check out exactly what we have to offer, what our students have to say. Check out like exactly what they have to say. You can check out some of their music as well. Along with that, we have some awesome free stuff over on the website. But the mentoring program, it's not for beginners. It's for intermediate to advanced producers who want to take their production to the next level. We don't really work with beginners because you have to have some level of knowledge on music production for us to really, really help you. And yeah, this sounds great. Just go over, click the link at FinishBetterMusic.com, fill out an application. We'll review your application and we'll schedule a free session where we meet online via Zoom for an hour and create a custom blueprint for you to accomplish your goals. Now, the strategy sessions are free, so they usually fill up pretty fast. So if that's something that interests you, go over, sign up, and we'll get back to you. Okay, sweet. Let's get back into this tune. Okay, so now that we have this bit, we're just going to do up to here. So he's only got 2 bits in there, so we'll do kind of like the same kind of thing. But then we'll put in this here. And what I like to do in these situations is duplicate this track, and then to have this bit just over here where the bass doesn't come in. So like when we're listening to his, now I'm actually just going to use that bit for for this bit because it'll be easier. But yeah, then basically it is just rinse and repeat here. So now we have the kind of like outline of this done, and move this over to here. Of course, let's duplicate this, and then in this section right here, so where this like little build-up section kind of happens, we just want to put on. I like using auto filter or EQ8. Sorry, EQ8. And I like to cut off the lows, and I like to cut off the highs, and I like to bring it in like this, and then I just listen to what this sounds like. Yeah, there we go. Sick. And then in this one, this serum over here, I like to cut out. Probably could dial this back. There we go. So now when we play this and we just want to automate this bit over here, so turn this off. And then and then turn it on for here. Boom. So now we got this going on. So let's listen to what we got. Probably wouldn't bring these hats in here right away here. I don't like the sound of those. So like, and honestly, when I listen to that, there is something that's kind of funky there. So I want to bring up this millisecond thing, and I want to actually move this forward. Yeah, you know what? I actually hate this hi-hat. So let's go in and change this. Well, let's go into NOIZU. Let's get a little hi-hat, drum shots, hi-hat. Let's go. Yeah, that one sounds good. Sick. So something like that. Actually, I hate that as well. Let's go for... Let's try this one. Yeah, I like that one better. A little more chill, not as crazy pop. So again, the hi-hat does matter. You don't overthink it, but you do want to definitely make the flow sound really, really solid. So here, we'll go there. Boom, 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 boom. And then here. We want to take that out there and be like, I'm gonna rock it till the end. Let's put that up in here. Yeah, so that is basically it with this. So then we want to just listen. So I know that there's a sound right here. Let's drop this bad boy down to 124. So all I do for these kind of like leady sounds, there is a part. So let's bring a little MIDI clip up here. Now I know this is again in, I'm just going to grab one of these MIDIs. And I'm going to put it right there. And just kind of make one long note. Probably bring this one down to the E. And all this is, in most tech house songs, is just finding a cool ass sound. Now, a dude called Zen World, I'm sure you guys all have heard of him. He's got great tech house packs. They're super solid, especially his effects stuff. I mean, they're probably going to be overused now because everybody's using that shit. I've heard, what's his face? Matroda use a bunch of it in there, a bunch of his sounds in there, which is awesome. Like, big shout out to him. But all you gotta do is just go into here. Like, one of his packs is called Deceiver. I think he's got a new pack coming out here pretty soon. So go over to Deceiver, just go over to the effects stuff. A really unique place to find stuff in is Diva. There is some really cool stuff in Diva that you can kind of put over top of things. But basically, we're gonna give this a little bit of boost here, and we'll listen. No, that sounds like a cartoon, but let's put on the side chain. So yeah, we got going on here. Give it some reverb. And then again, we just want to duplicate this. And kind of put it in the same section, but over here. And then again, just kind of cycle through things, see what happens. This one will be cool kind of towards the end here. So again, I'm just going to duplicate this again. And we'll go to this one. I mean, that sounds pretty cool. Even bring that up a little bit. And we could honestly even just bring this up a little bit and go into the transposiness and go into MIDI control. Let's bring it up here. Let's bring it up there. Bring it up everywhere. Now what else does he have going on? Yeah, so a lot of his thing is just finding shuffly hats on top of there. So if we can really want to dial this in, I don't want to make this video too long, but again, going into like the NOIZU stuff, we can go into like some of his loops, especially some of the ride loops. See how that sounds. That'd actually be cool for this section here. I like these light ones. Shaker loops. I mean, honestly, the world is our limit. Probably bring this one down towards the end there, just so it's give it a little bit of boost there. And then also too, if we want to look, I think probably in my big sample, let's go alarm. A-L-A-R-M. Probably Cashmere's got some dope ones. Alarm, effects element. So he's got over here in this section right here. I think that actually might be the one that he might have used. So this is in G, so we could definitely put that here. So then when it comes up, we'll put lots of kind of reverby shit on it. I like to use lots of reverb. Maybe double the size of that. And honestly, I'd probably do something like this cool thing into the back of it. This is just getting into some... Maybe even maybe put this up a Yeah, and then yeah, something like that there. This could even go up an octave. And that's pretty much it. So like yeah, so from start to finish, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's definitely more details, but we can go into. And again, like if you want help making tunes, this is what we do. Specialize in the mentor program is really going in, teaching exactly what full elements are in your full and complete songs, and how to achieve that on your own, so that you know exactly what elements to put in. Then you can finally make an educated decision of if you want those elements, if you don't want those elements, and then finally how to mix it and master it professionally, like a full-on learn. Where we teach you full-on how to mix everything down, starting with individual channels, what processing needs to go on each individual channels, followed by like the groups, followed by the mixing of the groups, and then processing of the groups, and then finally once you have a good solid mix, it goes into mastering and things sound pretty super duper solid.